I am number 37. Today is the final day. My memory holds 137 heartbeats, 34 bursts of failed electric currents, and a lingering, inescapable smell of rust. I open my eyes, finding myself suspended in liquid, surrounded by amber nutrient fluid, warm, viscous. A tube connects to my navel, delivering sustenance. Another thinner tube enters from the back of my neck. I cannot move. My vision is blurred, yet my consciousness is unnaturally clear. Through the curved glass wall, I see a metal rack outside, lined with dozens of cylindrical containers, just like mine. Inside each, a small, cold-up life floats. Vitals for number 37 are stable. A cold voice speaks, carrying a professional indifference. I see a pair of gloved hands tapping on the screen outside the container. Numbers fluctuate. My vision struggles to focus. Catching a label on the container. No, 37. Orange cat gene sequence, batch 3. Today's universal copy is to be a cloned cat embryo. Test subject 37. The memory of yesterday, warmth, family, and sunlight lingers. But in this moment, there is only the dull sound of fluid circulation and the disinfectant scent mixed with rust that permeates every inch of my immature fur. It isn't just ordinary rust. It smells of cold metal, of something deeper, something unsettled. The first few hours are pure sensory hell and an information deluge. The consciousness of an embryo is extremely weak, more like a hazy receptor. Yet this intruder consciousness, I'm forced to receive it all. I can feel the heartbeat in the container next to me, not heard with ears, but felt through the vibration of the liquid. To the left is number 36. Its heartbeat is rapid and irregular, like a broken engine on the verge of falling apart. To the right is number 38. The heartbeat is terrifyingly slow, with intervals long enough to induce panic. Further away, dozens of heartbeats intertwined, forming a strange and sorrowful symphony of life. Buzz. A piercing alarm suddenly erupts from my left. I see red lights flashing inside number 36's container. The person in the white lab coat outside walks over quickly and glances at the screen. Number 36. Neural tube defect. Irreversible dot mark as failure process. He speaks into his headset, his voice devoid of emotion. He presses a button. The nutrient fluid inside number 36's container begins to be rapidly drained, exposing the tiny furless body to the air. It twitched futilely. Then, the bottom of the container opens, and the small body falls straight down, dropping into a gleaming metal pipe below, vanishing in an instant. From the depths of the pipe comes a faint, dull click, like a crushing mechanism at work. All the blood in my body runs cold. I want to scream, but an embryo's vocal cords cannot make a sound. I can only watch, feeling the heartbeat on my left disappear forever. The process takes no more than 15 seconds. The man doesn't even glance at the empty container, turning instead to record on his tablet. No. 36. Cleared. Position awaits new embryo filling. Cleared. Reflected on my container wall is my current form. A kitten with one eye not yet fully open. Limbs pitifully thin, soaking in liquid. I am not life. I am a number. A product that may be marked and then cleared. In the afternoon, another woman in a lab coat comes for inspection. She holds a glowing handheld device, scanning each of us through the containers. No, .29, trend of limb atrophy. No, 31. Organ indices low, observed. No, .33, pity. An extra toe, mark. Mark is a death sentence. I watch her approach me. That cold beam of light sweeps over my body. I feel everything, my heartbeat, brainwaves, even every hair growing, stripped into naked data on the instrument. I desperately try to make myself normal, though I don't know what that means for an embryo. I just don't want to hear that word, double quotes. No, .37, She pauses, studying the readings closely. All parameters currently within baseline. Continue observation. I nearly collapse, if an embryo could collapse. A sense of relief wraps around me, followed immediately by a deeper chill. I am only currently qualified. Continue observation means the danger has not passed, and my qualification is built on the foundation of number 33 being sentenced to death for having an extra toe. At night, the lab lights dim but never go out. The low hum of machines is the only background noise. I begin to feel fragmented, terrifying memory shards from outside the container. These are not my memories, but the residual information passively carried by this cloned embryo's body, from its genetic source, from the process of its creation, belonging to other failures. I remember a suffocating pain, the feeling of nutrient fluid suddenly contaminated with the wrong ingredients, belonging to a No-15 from an earlier batch. I remember a strange sensation of the body dissolving from the inside out. The collapse, caused by severe gene expression errors, belonging to No.22. I even remember that dull click sound, repeating endlessly from different angle. It is not a memory, but an echo of termination branded into the deep cloning gene chain of countless siblings. 34 times. My consciousness counts it clearly. From the moment I could vaguely perceive until now, I have felt 34 failed judgments and the subsequent initiation of processing procedures. Of the initial 137 heartbeats, fewer than half are still beating. And this number continues to decrease with every inspection. I look at the other containers. Those blurry, small figures. Some sleep, some paddle their limbs unconsciously. They do not know what awaits them. They do not have a complete consciousness like mine to understand this horror. But is their instinct, their faint reaction to discomfort, also a silent fear? I suddenly understand the true source of that rusty smell. It is not the smell of machines. It is the lingering, inescapable scent of despair left behind by countless brave lives that never saw sunlight, never breathed real air, and were never caressed by a warm hand. As they vanished in this sterile space, it is the cold, metallic stench of life, objectified, quantified, and easily erased. I, number 37, a product whose parameters are temporarily qualified, have survived. But on how many bodies of genetically identical siblings do I stand? The image of that gentle little girl holding orange flashes again. Would she know that behind that identical life in her arms, which brought her joy again, lies such a cold, death-screening assembly line? Would she know that, for this identical copy in her arms, how many oranges didn't even open their eyes before becoming that click in the depths of the pipe? Cloning sounds like the continuation of life, a miracle. But from this perspective, I see only the most naked, cruel industrial production of life. We are mass-produced, quality-checked with the strictest standards. The qualified are packaged as extensions of love and sent out, while the unqualified, like defect parts on the assembly line, are ruthlessly destroyed, recycled, and discarded. Near dawn, I feel a pulling force. My container is opened, the nutrient fluid drains, and I am gently but mechanically lifted out by a pair of gloved hands. The cold air stimulates my damp fur. I shiver. No.37, final test passed. Ready for transfer. The cold voice says. I am placed into a small incubator lined with soft towels. Before the box door closes, I take one last look at that huge lab filled with dozens of containers. More than 20 containers hold curled up figures identical to mine. Tomorrow, the day after, most of them will vanish due to various imperfections, just to ensure that what is delivered to that family is the perfect product, capable of bearing the expectation of identicality. The incubator is lifted, moving through a long snowy white corridor. I close my eyes, refusing to look anymore. I am not orange. I am number 37, an industrial product that barely passed quality control. My life, from the very beginning, has been soaked in the death of my kind. That home full of sunlight and goat milk that I am about to enter will, for me, forever be a gentle cage built upon a silent graveyard. The box door opens. I hear the little girl's cry of delight. Mom, look, it's a new orange. A pair of hands lifts me. Warm, with the soft touch of human skin and the sweet scent of baked cookies at home. This warmth almost makes me dizzy, almost makes me forget the cold of the lab and that lingering rusty smell. The little girl presses me against her cheek. Her hot tears drip onto my fur. Orange, you're back. It's so good. Should I feel happy? Should I purr? I just stay stiff in her palm, my throat tight. I smell the beautiful scent on her. But deep in my nasal cavity, the rusty smell from dozens, hundreds of failed number 37s lingers. Her love is so real, so warm. But the price of this love is so silent, so bloody. Today, I did not experience the life of a cloned cat. I experienced the silent shattering sound left behind when a perfect product rolls off the assembly line. And the true cruelty lies in the fact that the child holding the perfect product will never ever know. The story has ended, but perhaps the real discussion is just beginning. Pet cloning, a technology that sounds like science fiction, is now a real industry, offering the possibility of the reunion for countless families who have lost beloved pets. Technological advancement has endowed humanity with unprecedented capabilities, but the greater the power, the heavier the weight behind the choices. I do not intend to completely deny technology, and I deeply understand the pain of losing a beloved companion and wanting to grasp a shred of connection. That love and reluctance are real and precious. But perhaps, while we seek an identical placement, we can pause for a moment and think, what do we love? Is it the unique life itself that spent time with us? Its mischief, its quirks, the uncopyable chemistry and memories between it and you? Or is it merely an identical gene sequence and a similar appearance? Cloning technology can give you a similar body, but it cannot copy shared memories, nor paste the emotions that have already integrated into your life. And for this similarity, what happens at the other end of the industrial chain is something most of us cannot see or bear when receiving that reborn pet. The preciousness of life perhaps lies precisely in its unreproducibility. Every kitten and puppy is a unique soul waiting for its own share of love. Should the decision made in the name of love also include a broader compassion for life? If that love overflows and you still crave a furry companion, perhaps giving a home to another unique life in a shelter is a continuation of profound significance. If the longing is hard to dispel, commemorating the one that was with words, with paintings, with all warm methods, might soothe our emotions better than obsessing over reappearance. Technology is neutral, but how we use it defines our temperature.